Welcome back, guys.
Look at Mario, he's about to play. Oh wow, he's actually not playing baseball the correct way.
He is. It's a valid strategy.
Is
like
it?
letting it sometimes is like letting the ball hit you to move one.
That's a big team sacrifice right there. Like, you're taking one for the team because they throw that ball real fast.
At least I'm pretty sure sometimes like you do it on purpose.
I mean, you're probably right. I wouldn't take one for the team.
Yeah, that's fair enough. At the same time, at that salary,
Yeah, at that salary, but then again, you're probably good enough to actually, not need to eat a baseball to the body.
I don't know.
to
Maybe that's the only
justify-
reason they recruited you personally. Or like he's the one that we always get smacked, so he walks one.
But that depends purely on the thrower, right?
Yes, no, because I mean, I guess maybe the strategy is like if a person is a great runner, poor hitter, so you just want him to walk one, let someone else hit, and then he runs.
No, I see exactly what you mean, but I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
You can't just move into the ball, right? You
I mean,
need to
definitely you
actually
can't
get-
just like hop like a meter away and be like, "Oops, he hit me."
Yeah, but I think you aren't even allowed to move in the general direction of the ball, and if you do, like,
I think you have to quote unquote kind of fake it. You know what I mean? Like kind of pretend you're taking a back step or whatever to lean into your swing.
I just don't see it happening. I don't think you can actually, or else it would be the only way you play baseball, because it's a guaranteed move.
True. Then you would just walk for free, basically. No need to. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why I'm pretending I know the baseball stats. I don't watch the sport. I don't play the sport. I don't know the sport.
No, I don't either, but it's fun theorizing
Yeah,
about.
right. I mean, come on. I play Wii Sports. I used to make my Mii's try
That's
to
a good
take one for
point.
the team.
It's also a bit like how we like to theorize that in hockey. It would be great to have a sumo as a guardian.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like I genuinely still believe.
They
That
can't, right? Because someone would have done it.
Right, like it's impossible that we're the first people, or like, that no one in a position to make it happen thought of it. It would be so smart, though. Like, you put someone who's like the size of a sumo wrestler.
There has to be an issue with it. It's just we don't understand it.
Yeah, it's either like somehow in practice it doesn't work properly, or it's banned.
What the heck is this?
I guess when they get hit, oh,
Is
it's probably
this-
when you hit them with an explosion.
You're
They-
right.
they-
Oh
oh my god,
my! Run
Mario.
away from death.
Yeah, we're cool. Don't
Yeah.
fall in the water or it's game over.
You actually almost jinxed it, is all I'm going to say about that.
Just eat a mushroom. We probably have something in the inventory, right?
Hey, there's a badge here.
Ooh. P down, D up. I'm sure we already made the funny joke.
We probably did, so let's not make it again.
oh, we have a whack-a-bump.
That's a good point, but let's see if this is useful. 5 HP?
Ooh.
Good enough.
He knows.
Good enough.
York?
That's,
Dude, I would not help anyone who just says York as a first word.
then again, it's been, like,
Yeah, that's
you
right.
need them, right?
Everyone in a black box so far has been really useful.
They keep
So-
pretending they're cursing you. I'm sure they probably have a clause somewhere that they have to do that, but they know it's actually, like, it's a blessing.
Okay, I see what it's like they have a claw, like they wrote it a long time ago. It's like, look, you're an ancient spirit who curses people, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, maybe they think it's all part of the play or having fun with you or whatever. How much would you have to be paid by
Yeah.
a pro baseball team? Like, assuming you can constantly get hit, right?
Okay, like it's my talent. That's like what I'm
Yeah,
able to do.
somehow you're capable of making that happen.
Okay.
How much would you need to get paid to actually be willing to do it?
So like every time I go on, it's like, look, every time you're at the plate, you get hit, you walk, and you just take first base.
Exactly. And even, let's say, you only have to do it like once per game, right? Because after you get hit,
Honestly, I don't think that much.
I think you underestimate the pain you'd be going through.
Like it depends. Am I capable of choosing where I get hit?
It's always in the forearm or like the arm.
Yeah, no, I was kind of hoping more like flank belly. You know what I mean?
Belly?
Well, I feel like kind of like I would just put on weight.
Oh, you can't, right? Because they need you to run fast.
Yeah, but I just like have a couple, a bit of love handles
Yeah, but no, it's
No, okay,
it's in the forearm.
straight in the forearm. How many games per year?
I have no clue. We have no Okay, you get paid on a per game basis.
Okay.
Because you can actually take some out. So you can say, now I'm not playing this one.
Okay,
F
per
this.
game. So like, okay, basically the question boils down at this point, like how much would you have to be paid in order to take a baseball to the forearm?
Yeah, and then you can take that amount as many times as you want. Because they're always trying, they're always willing to put you in.
I don't know, maybe like, oh damn, 10 grand?
10 grand? I feel like you'd have, I'd need a medical insurance then with that, because, you're in the States. No medical insurance.
Yeah,
I think you'd have over
enough.
10k of damages to the forearm each
All right,
time.
how about that? 10 grand like net after all expenses.
Wow, I think you'd probably re-advise your position once
As
you
soon
get
as I take the first ball.
Yeah, you get smashed once and you'd go, okay, this is actually not the right amount.
Yeah, it'd be like, no, renegotiate the contract right away or else...
Yeah, now it's only 1k. I don't care. This doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to still blind a poor...
Yeah, I guess I would... I don't know, because, like, I really have a hard time imagining the pain.
Oh, I just kind of imagine I'd be breaking my forearm. They throw the ball at like 150 miles per hour.
I know it's a stupid, like, speed, but
it's basically a bullet.
No, fair enough, but every time you see someone get hit in the arm, like, they don't... Like, every time you see a baseball player get hit, they don't seem that bad.
Yeah, and every time you see a boxer that's smashed,
Right,
they seem okay, and every time you
enough.
see an MMA fighter that killed, he doesn't care. Like, he steps in the ring 2 months later, right?
Well, I think if he gets killed, he steps in a coffin 2 weeks later, but...
I hope he steps in the coffin immediately if he gets killed.
No, they
If you
probably
let
have
that corpse rot for 2 weeks?
Well, they probably have to first, like, bring him to the morgue, check out, like, whatever they do.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, I think we missed something bad there.
Yeah, too bad. Honestly.
We're going back. So after careful consideration, we realized it wasn't bad there that we got to make it.
We realized it's only later you can find it, so...
Here we are.
We're back. Walk of shame, but you guys don't have to see it. When you get, like, food... What? What did I just say?
When you get a flute...
Alright, let me
I got a
this.
flute once in my life, and it was in elementary school.
You got a food once in your life?
Flute.
Oh, no, I
heard
said
flute.
a food.
Oh, no, but, I mean, hey, I got a flute once.
Alright, remind me of a food thing, but
The
I wanna...
food or the flute?
The food. The
food thing?
Yum,
Okay.
thing. A bit later if I forget, alright? But one thing I find really weird, right? I learned that somewhat recently. In English, the flute is not really like the one we think about.
What do you mean?
Like, apparently the flute like you're thinking about, and I know which one you're thinking about, right?
Yeah.
Is one they call the recorder.
What? So what's a flute?
I think it would be like a traversal flute that they would call a flute.
But isn't it a traversal flute?
I think it's just a flute to them.
That's
Like,
insane.
at least when you speak like of a quote-unquote flute, right? They're not gonna think about what they call a recorder. Alright, we're starting to be really low in HP because apparently jumping over the water is not a good idea.
It's not very interesting. Like, you have to always check, can Mario swim?
So yeah, you know when like you get a plate of something
Yes.
and there's bread in it.
Sure.
Do you often just like do a sandwich of whatever you have?
No.
No, you don't like to just kind of make a little mini sandwich thingy.
I mean, it depends on what you have, right? If it makes perfect sense and it's basically what you're supposed to do, like one of those Lunchable things.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, sure,
well,
if it's a Lunchable, I'm gonna make it into a sandwich.
No, I think if I get a Lunchable at this point, I just put it in the trash and I call it a day.
Wow, but you don't like Lunchables?
What? It belongs in the dumpster and that's where I'm gonna put it.
I mean, I haven't had one in a while, but it might be as bad as you say.
I think they genuinely suck. Like, just pure garbage. I mean, just, like, try to reimagine what it was. It's bad cheese. Like, it's fake cheese. It's probably... What, man flesh?
Man flesh?
Yeah, we probably just, like, go in a graveyard, dig up a few
Yeah, they
bodies
go
and
see an MMA fighter who just died, and instead of putting him in the coffin, they decide,
they give
we're
it
gonna
to
make a Lunchable out
the
of you, friend.
Snyder's Lunchable. Generous little donation. It's in your MMA contract, actually. You have to sign that you give your corpse if you ever die in an MMA situation. Lunchables is allowed to make a new special. Oh, the new special Conor McGregor Lunchable. Available for a limited time only. As long as supplies last. There you go. But yeah, no, like I really like it when I have just bread in a plate. I just make kind of a sandwich out of anything. Like no matter what it is. Did you forget which button it was?
I did.
Or?
I kept trying to
Yeah,
on the other
you were mounting
choices,
before Yoshi.
except this one.
Like the guy was being rode 24/7.
Hey, I think he
damn,
likes
you
it.
have to go back. I did not know there was
No,
something.
this is a secret.
Ooh.
What's in here?
Probably a plate with bread, and you get to make a cool little sandwich out of it.
I'd actually hate it if it was like just a food item to give you some HP.
Just like a nice little, I don't know, risotto or something like that with bread specified.
So, anyways, the food plating stuff that you keep mentioning and never saying
Yeah, I
food
never
because then
actually
you
bring
get
it anywhere.
sidetracked.
Oh, okay. What? I'm kind of sad you don't do it as well, you know, because then we could relate and be like, oh, you know, I got this cool combo or whatever. But what do you think would make, like, a cool, unlikely sandwich?
Like that takes a way better mind than mine because I'm not a food expert.
No, fair enough. But, like, which meal do you think, like, it paired with bread and then you just decide to make a sandwich out of that would be kind of decent? And please, don't say, oh, a cool hamburger with cheese on top and lettuce on the side.
Okay, but what about a cool hamburger with cheese
on top
and a tomato?
Oh, damn.
What do you think of that?
Damn, that's pretty cool.
Okay, but
it's
I'm
kinda
gonna flip
wild,
the
though.
script on you because I'm assuming you probably have an idea. So
No, not really. I mean, personally, I think that cooked vegetables usually are pretty nice.
No, that's fair, but I hate to break it to you.
Yeah.
Those already exist.
Like cooked
Like
sandwiches
of just cooked vegetables.
Yeah, but like usually I think like I like at least when you have like one meat source, like a protein source.
No, I said that's like you're basically inventing a sandwich which already exists.
I mean, don't they technically all exist?
Okay, but I mean like if you go to a sandwich shop,
Yeah.
they have cooked vegetables in bread and that's it.
Okay, no, but I mean, like, would you go and be like, oh, here's like sirloin steak plus green beans, and you just added some mustard in there because you had some on the side?
I'd say that's an original sandwich.
All right.
Like, if you add green beans to a sandwich...
To me, green beans is actually one of the best vegetables. Like, every time I have green
in a
beans...
sandwich?
Yeah, I love it. I personally love it. Like,
I hate those.
what?
I despise green beans in a sandwich. They add way too much crunch for nothing.
What? No, they're not crunchy. What are you talking about?
Are you thinking of, like... Are we not speaking of the same thing?
Like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about, peas?
No, green beans.
Yeah, okay, I'm talking about, like, you know, when you actually cook them enough that they're not...
Okay, it's that
crunchy.
most of the time they aren't cooked through. Like, they're served a bit more...
Yeah, no, like, okay, you know how, like, you have a fresh, complete green beans?
Yes.
And then you have a green beans in a can that are, like, kind of mushy.
Yes.
Yeah, I like those ones, personally.
Oh, okay.
have a
I was
little-
thinking of because usually it's fresh green beans in
Yeah,
sandwiches.
no, I have a little baby taste, you know, I don't like the fresh green beans too much.
Oh, I don't either, which is why I despise them in sandwiches.
No, fair enough. But yeah, I feel like green beans from a can are great. Because, like, they add a heaviness to the sandwich, if you know what I mean. Like, fullness.
I mean, I'm not sure I actually ever had a sandwich with those green beans, but I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Yes.
I know exactly what you mean.
Well, it's just, like, they're kind of filling.
I
But
agree.
but you don't really feel it. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure I agree with that second point that you don't feel them.
Well, it's just like, you know how some things, like, when you eat it, you're like, this
How
is...
are you supposed to dodge
just
this?
eat it.
But,
Just
like,
eat one of the waves.
no, I refuse.
You set us back the whole way.
Yeah, I did, but
Just
it's
for
a
your-
point of principle.
Oh, okay.
We don't get hit against waves, okay? Mario rides the waves.
Well, you're not riding them. Getting hit by them would be riding them, technically.
Yeah, but not if they're going in the wrong way.
Oh, alright. I mean, you would be riding them, just you wouldn't want to be riding them.
Those are a bunch of toads.
How long do you think it's been that they're here?
I mean, it can't be that long unless, you know, they resorted to
Yeah, they ate...
veganism, I guess.
Oh, you think there used to be scaredy green toads, but they were the first one to go?
Oh no, could you imagine?
Yeah, they went with a smart approach.
They decided these guys are worthless to us.
We're like, all right, you guys, you know how like we brought the scaredy green toads? I'm afraid that we're gonna have to, you know, resort to plan A. It's not even plan B. It was plan A from the start. We already knew what they wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, you said that's the only reason you bring those in.
I mean, honestly, why else would you bring them in, right?
I mean, I guess in every civilization, you need some sturdy people.
I mean, they definitely exist, but I don't see why you would ever bring them on a boat expedition.
I'm not sure, which is actually a conversation I had way back when with a friend.
Yeah.
Was asking, do you think that people on average in America,
Yeah.
or like North America,
Yeah,
let's
like
say, right?
North plus I guess Europe as well.
No, North America specifically.
Okay.
And especially the States, like, do they have a greater risk tolerance, in part because those who made the trek to the United States by choice, like, they had that risk-taking initiative.
Kind of like a mentality and all that.
Yeah, and then
stuck.
they fostered that in their kids, and that explains why a bunch of like startups and everything get started in the States.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of makes sense at least, right?
Yeah, like on paper you hear that and you go, oh, hey, this sounds like a good theory.
Yeah, it sounds completely reasonable because like if it's something you would need to make the trip, it's a value. I was gonna say it's a valor. It's a value that like they had